So, in the spirit of my birthday month, we are going to be doing some roasting and some grilling, you get. But before that, why don't we make some pepper sauce and some green marinade? So to start off, we are going to making our pepper sauce, and right into the blender I am adding some pepper, Cameroonian pepper of course, about 3 tomatoes, chunks of ginger and garlic, and I'm going to go in with some white pepper. That's for some extra taste and flavor, and then I'm going to go in with my Njangsa. I don't know how else I can call that, but I guess the Cameroonian people call it, and this is what it looks like. This is Njangsa. We are going to go in with that into the blender, and we are going to add some pebe. That's pebe. They call it African nutmeg. Yes, so at least I get to call that the way it is popularly known. And we are going to add in some green onions as well, and some onions, because it has to be very flavorful, you get. So right now we are chopping some onions and adding it into the blender. And this is the secret to everything we have to roast or grill. If you have the right sauce, whatever you roast or grill is going to balance in right, just perfectly. And right now we are going to start blending, and this is a wet blender, so I must go in with some amount of water. So we're going to blend our tomatoes until we have a very smooth consistency, and this is what it looks like at this point. And now we're going to turn on our fire, and we're going to put our pot, and straight into it we add our blended peppers. We're going to add it in, and we're going to cover this up to cook for about 10 minutes. And we already added in our seasoning cubes and some salt. At this point it looks okay, but it's not totally dry, so we are going to leave it for a bit. And then after about 2 minutes, I can say, from this point we're going to add in our oil, and that is a very simple and straight to the point recipe, and the pepper sauce is ready. And onto the green marinade, because as I said earlier, we're going to make some pepper sauce and some green marinade. We need both for fish or chicken or pork or whatever you want to grill. We need these two side by side. And then we're going to begin here. First we went in with some pepper, that is the African nutmeg again, and then some onions, and then some green onions, and some chunks of garlic and ginger. Okay, and then we are going to go in with our green spices. That is a combination of parsley, celery, and I forgot the other name, but we're going to go in with those three. And forgive my impatience. Sometimes I'm patient enough to chop these into smaller chunks, but today, because I multitask a lot, I actually just put this straight into the blender, because I was actually making a whole big batch of ndule while I was doing this. And so I had to keep my steady steez, you get, so that I don't make this one to be up to standard and then I miss out on the other meal I'm making. So I didn't have a lot of patience to chop the green seasoning into smaller chunks. So please, the blender is going to do the rest of the work, not to worry. So we are adding in our white peppers, our Njangsa. Njangsa seemingly is the go-to guy for me. I know we have a lot of recipes out there, but if you once you add Njangsa to your pepper sauce, it makes the difference. You would try it and testify. And here I'm adding my Njangsa, I'm adding white pepper, black pepper, and I'm also adding oil. I'm blending my green marinade with vegetable oil because I think that it's better to blend this with vegetable oil. So I didn't have to go in water. I just blend with vegetable oil. And I'm going to blend this. I'm going to add some salt into it so that once it cooks, I just go in with more oil. So going with some salt and allow it to blend into a very smooth paste. And straight into it again, we are going to add this into a pot. And it's going to cook for about 10 minutes. Look at what this pot just made a big mess. Like, this pot cannot allow me have a steady steam throughout my cooking. What a pot. Oh my god. Okay, but we're going to cover that up and allow it to cook for a while. And after about 10 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes, I guess, there's still some water in it. We're going to cover that up again for a while so that the water dries up totally. And this is what it looks like after 10 minutes. And straight into it, we're adding some oil. And of course, our green marinade is ready. All we have to do is go bring the green marinade and the pepper sauce together and then add it onto what we are grilling. So this is actually what it looks like. Look at that. And after we serve it into small bowls, I know it looks appetizing. It does, of course. Look at how it turned out to be. Okay, so we don't actually make the pepper sauce and the green marinade na fish lack. So I'll just drop my location. You can come along with some fish or pork or chicken, and we are going to add it into it. And it seems like the tiny hands and toes, tiny fingers and toes are the watermark of our videos. So we'll just have to deal with it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.